Hello, I just wanted to give a brief little story about how I gave my life to Christ, and to try to encourage those who may not have given your life to Christ yet to do so, because it's an amazing thing once God comes into your life, and to see the things that He does in your life and how He changes it and how He just works His plan out in your life is just amazing. But my story started years and years ago. I mean, it was a long time ago, probably when I was just a kid, when I was just little. Probably, I can't even remember how young, but since I was just a little child, me and my mom used to go to these Baptist churches, and we'd go every now and then. We changed churches every couple of weeks and just go to different ones, because we didn't know. We just went out of religion and out of just thinking that's what you do on Sunday mornings. You get ready and dress up in your dress and your Sunday school clothes, and you go to church, and then you come home and it's all over. You just go about your business. But we just went out of religion. We didn't know nothing about God then. We didn't know nothing about Jesus and about, how His plan is in your life and how it is when you give your life to Christ. We didn't understand that. We just thought it was just a religious type of thing. But I didn't really get serious about it until way later on, when I was in my teens. And I started going to a church that my aunt went to, because she'd talk about it all the time. She kept telling me about Jesus, and Jesus this and Jesus that, and I'm thinking, who is this Jesus? What is she talking about? What does all this mean? And she'd just tell me that over and over again. You need to give your life to Christ, and you need to go to church, and you got to get saved. You can't keep living your life the way it is, and this and that. And she would just keep telling me that over and over again. And one day I just thought, well, okay, I'm going to go, so she'll just quit bugging me about it, and she'll leave me alone. So I went, I thought, all right, I'll just go a couple times and maybe she'll just leave me alone, And I started going, and I remember one time they were giving an altar call. The pastor was giving an altar call for people to go up there that haven't given their life to Christ, for them to dedicate their life to Him. And I thought, I'm not going up there. There ain't no way I'm going up there in front of all these people and giving my life to God. No, I'm not doing that. And I just sat in my seat, because I was quiet and shy back then. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just kind of like in my own little world, I didn't want to talk to people or do nothing like that. But God kept talking to me. He kept telling me, and He kept saying, you need to go up there, give your life to me, put your life in my hands. And He just kept telling me that over and over again. And I thought, okay, I'll go up there. Even though I didn't have any clue what I was doing, I didn't know. I just thought, all right, I'm giving my life to God to keep me out of hell. That's basically, I guess, the way I looked at it then. I was just thought, okay, I'm keeping myself from going to hell. That's all right, I'll give my life to God so I won't go to hell, and I'll be saved and go to heaven, and all will be well. So I just went up there and gave my life to Christ, and thought, okay. So I did that, and I just kept living my life the way that I was always living it. I didn't change anything. I just kept doing the same old thing that I always did, because I didn't know any better. I didn't know no different. I just thought, okay, you give your life to God, you don't change anything. You just keep doing whatever you want to do, and everything is fine. But that's not really how it works. I didn't know that then, of course. I had nobody explaining to me what it really meant to truly give your life to Christ, so I didn't know. I just thought of it as a religious type of thing, and something you just did, that you just did to get out and go into hell, and so I just went about like that for a while, and I guess probably, I don't know how long it was, but I guess probably a few years or so, I went about like that. And then one day I was in church again, and people were, the preacher was giving another altar call for people to give their life to God and to rededicate their life to Jesus, the ones that may need to, that have kind of backslidden or whatever, and they needed to rededicate their life to God. So I just sat there. I thought, I don't need to do this. I'm fine. I already gave my life to Christ. I don't need to do this again. It's crazy. So I just sat there, and, I didn't pay no mind to it. And God kept, He told me, He said, now you need to get serious. He says, you've been living your life the way that you've been living it, the way you wanted to. Now it's time to give your life totally to me and get serious about it. No more, this playing around stuff and doing what you want to do. He says, you need to get serious about it now and truly give your life to me. So I thought, okay, I do need to change. And He told me, He said, I'll be with you. I'll help you. I'll show you the way to go. You just got to put your life in my hands. And I said, all right, Lord. I said, I'll do that. So I went up there and I rededicated my life to Christ. And then I got serious about it. Then I'm like, okay, I can't play around no more. I really got to change. I really got to, change my ways and start living different. I can't just keep doing what I was doing and expect, to have good results out of living a bad life. So then I got serious about it, and I just, I started changing the things that I did and the way that I lived, and little by little, I just, you know, along my journey, you know, with my aunt helping me, of course, and the one that was saved and was, you know, wanting me to go to church with her. She would help me and show me scriptures to read and different things and how to study the Bible and different things about God, and just help me she kind of lead me and guide me along the way to, you know, the things that I had to do and the way I had to live and things that were right to do and wrong to do. And, you know, she'd show me and kind of keep me on the right path and kind of, you know, help me along my way. But then I got to where I, you know, the more I went, the more I got serious about God. The more I started, you know, going to church more and just, you know, kind of getting more deeper and more closer to God and a more intimate relationship with Him. And ever since then, it's just been awesome. I mean, I've had bumps and twists along the way, of course. It hasn't always been a smooth road, but it's been well worth it, I can tell you that. I mean, when I look back at the way my life used to be and the way it is now, I'm thinking, wow. It's so much better now with God than it was without Him. I mean, it's just, it amazes me. It really amazes me sometimes. But your worst day with God will probably be way better than your worst day without Him. I can guarantee you that. And you don't have that bad days with God. I mean, with Him, you know, it's a journey, and it's, you know, you're gonna have your bad days and your good days, and you're not so, you know, just kind of going back and forth. But, you know, with God on your side, it's a lot easier because you have Him helping you. You have Him, you know, backing you up. You have Him showing you the way to go. You have Him directing your path, and you have Him, you know, showing you the right things to do and how to do it. And, you know, it's just so much better. And I just can't even, it's hard to put into words sometimes, but it's just so much better with Him. I mean, the closer you get to Him and the more intimate of a relationship you have with God, the better it gets. Because He's just awesome. I mean, He helps you in so many ways. It's just amazing. I mean, I can't even imagine now my life without Him. I mean, when I see people without God, I have to keep reminding myself, no, you know, I was that way before. So, you know, it's I got to kind of stop and think, no, I can't, you know, be so rough on them because I was one of them too. You know, I was like they were at one time. So I got to kind of remind myself of that sometimes and kind of, you know, be like my aunt was with me, I guess, when I was younger, and try to help them and lead them and guide them into the right way to go and tell them the things about God. That's how I witness to people sometimes. I tell them my story, and then, you know, I share the things that I've been through, and then it helps them to realize that God is a good God, and that, you know, you can't live your life without Him and expect everything to be good, because it's just not. It's awful without Him. I can't even imagine my life without Him. It's just, ugh. To me, that's just a scary thought. But I just want to encourage you that if you haven't given your life to Christ yet, and you're scared, or for whatever reason it might be, out of fear or whatever, but don't let fear and don't let the enemy, because that's exactly what he does. He will try to put fear in you and stop you from giving your life to Christ. But, you know, I just want to encourage you to give your life to Him, and put your life in His hands, and, you know, let Him work His plan out in your life. Don't try to work your own, because you'll fail every time. When you try to work your own plan out, you will fail every single time. I guarantee it. I know, I've been there. I've done that for so long. And then I realized, I can't do this. I can't do this on my own. I need God's help. I need Him to realize, you know, I mean, I need to realize that I need Him in my life, and that I can't do this on my own. I mean, it's impossible. Look how, you know, I told myself, I said, well, look at my life, you know, how I tried to run my life without Him, and what a mess I made of it. I mean, it was awful. So that's what really helped me to think and to realize that I really did need Him in my life. And that's when I got serious about it, and when I really, you know, said, okay, now I got to buckle myself down and really get into this, and really get serious about God, and just come to know Him more and more every day. But it's been an awesome, awesome journey. I mean, the things that He's done in my life is just amazing. It is just awesome. And He's still doing awesome things in my life. It's just beyond words, I guess. It's just so amazing to see the plan that He's made for me, you know, unfold. It's just really amazing. But I just want to encourage you to give your life to Him, and, you know, if you haven't done it yet, to just go ahead and do it. Don't wait another day. Don't let another day, another minute, another second pass by without giving your life to Him. I mean, you don't have to pray this, you know, big holier than thou prayer. I mean, it doesn't, you know, just pray from your heart. Just speak to God from your heart, because He knows your heart, you know. Just speak to Him from your heart and say, Lord, you know, take my life and do something with it. Like Gloria Copeland prayed. She didn't know how to pray either when she first gave her life to Christ. She didn't know. She just said, Lord, take my life and do something with it. You know, and he did. He did an amazing thing in her life, and he still is. But, you know, he just prayed a simple prayer and say, Lord, I surrender my life to you. I ask you to forgive me of my sins and cleanse me of all unrighteousness and come to my heart and be my Lord and Savior. And he will do that. He will do just that. I mean, it's just as simple as that. You don't have to, you know, pray no big holier than thou prayer and, you know, make it some, you know, religious thing, because it's not religion. It's not about religion. It's about relationship. But, you know, that's what so many people get, I think, confused sometimes. They think it's a religion, but it's not. It's a relationship. God don't want religion. He wants a family. He wants people to be in his family. He wants sons and he wants daughters. He wants his created, you know, the people that he created to be in his family, to be in heaven with him, and to be, you know, so that he can work his plan out in their life, and so that, you know, he can pour his love on them and, you know, bless them as he wants to. I mean, he loves us. He loves us more than we'll probably ever know this side of heaven. I don't think we'll ever really realize how much God loves us, but I just want to do this little video and just encourage you to give your life to Christ, because he loves you. He really, truly, truly loves you. And there's no pit that you can get yourself in that God cannot get you out of. Trust me. There is no hole that's too deep for him to reach in to get you out of. He can do it no matter where you're at, you know, where you're at in your life right now. It doesn't matter. The situation, whatever your situation is, or your circumstances are, God can change it. There ain't nothing he can't do. It is impossible. I mean, nothing is impossible with him. When you hand your life to him, it is just like, okay, you're just singing more or less like the song, like that song that, oh, what's her name sings? I can't think of her name right now, but the one that sings, Jesus, Take the Wheel. Carrie Underwood, I think. Is it Carrie Underwood? I can't remember. I think it's Carrie Underwood. And she says, Jesus, take the wheel. But it's like, just say, Jesus, take the wheel of my life. Take my life and just help me and lead me and guide me into all your truth and work your plan out in my life, because I surrender my plan for your plan. I want your plan in my life. I don't want my plan. I want yours. And I surrender my will to your will. And he will do just that. He will work his plan out in your life, and you'll just see it's so amazing, and just, it'll amaze you. But it's definitely an amazing journey, I can tell you that. But I just want to do this little video to encourage you to give your life to Christ. Don't wait another minute, another second. Just hand your life to him, because he loves you. Believe me. He loves you more than you can even imagine. So just be encouraged to do it. Okay. Until next time. Bye.